Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi threatened one of his kids, Solo Sikoa, with a stink face to keep his grades up. Solo revealed the hilarious story in a new interview ahead of SummerSlam 2025. Solo Sikoa is all set to take on Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match for the United States title at SummerSlam 2025. Sikoa is one of WWE's top stars at the moment, and fans are enjoying his current character on the SmackDown brand. Solo recently had a chat with Adrian on Unlikely with Adrian Hernandez ahead of the SummerSlam 2025 Premium Live event. He shared an amusing story from his childhood, involving his dad and WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi. "Yeah, he did. He said, if you don't get good grades, you'll be seeing my rear end when you get home. So, I got, like, B's and C's. I mean, I ain't getting no A's, but B's and C's are good enough. H/T, Fightful." Rikishi's massive prediction for 2025. Last year, the WWE Hall of Famer made a big prediction about his son, Solo, on his Off the Top podcast. He believes Solo will become the undisputed WWE champion this year. "This is his time to yeet. This is his time to yeet. He's been out for a minute. You know, perfected his craft, waited his turn. Waited for his opportunity. 2025, I see Solo Sikoa as undisputed WWE champion," Rikishi said. John Cena is the current undisputed WWE champion and will defend the title against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. He is all set to retire from pro wrestling in December 2025. Many fans believe the 17-time world champion will retire by the end of the year with the undisputed WWE title firmly secured on his waist. Solo still has 5 months left to turn his father's prediction into reality. In the ever-expanding dynasty of the Anoa'i wrestling family, stories about growing up under the shadow of legendary superstars have always fascinated fans. Roman Reigns has often spoken about being molded into the tribal chief by the lessons of family. The Usos have shared tales of late-night training sessions and playful competitions. But recently, Solo Sikoa gave fans a new, hilarious, and heartwarming glimpse into what life was like as the youngest son of Rikishi, the WWE Hall of Famer famous for his devastating, and comedic, finishing maneuver, the stink face. During a candid interview, Solo revealed that as a child, he was constantly threatened with receiving his father's trademark move whenever he misbehaved. It wasn't just a wrestling gimmick to Rikishi, it became part of his parenting style in a way that only made sense in the unique world of the Anoa'i family. Solo painted a vivid picture of life at home with Rikishi. "Imagine being a little kid," Solo began, laughing, "and your dad isn't just some regular guy, he's Rikishi. He's 6 feet 1 inch, 400 pounds, and his whole job is to sit on people and smash his backside into their face on live TV every week. Now imagine that same guy is also the one telling you to do your homework. If you didn't listen, the threat wasn't just, go to your room. It was, do you want the stink face? That was enough to make me clean my room real fast." The crowd of fans listening to Solo erupted in laughter, but he was quick to clarify that it was never serious or harmful. Rikishi's playful nature was a cornerstone of their household. He's always been a jokester. To him, wrestling wasn't just what he did in the ring. It was who he was. And he brought that larger-than-life character home with him. So, yeah, me and my brothers, the Usos, grew up thinking the stink face was real punishment. Solo went on to share some funny examples. One story stuck out in particular. As a kid, Solo admitted he used to sneak into the kitchen late at night to raid the refrigerator. "I loved food, still do. But if I got caught stealing extra slices of pizza or sneaking cookies, my dad would walk in, catch me red-handed, and just raise an eyebrow. Then he'd go, 'Boy, do I need to give you the stink face right now?' I'd drop everything and run straight to bed. I was more scared of that than anything else." Another memory involved homework. "I remember one time I refused to do math problems. My dad sat down next to me and said, 'You don't want to do your homework? Fine. But if you fail math, I'm gonna stink face you every day until you graduate.' Let me tell you something, I became real good at math after that." Even though the threats were always in good humor, Solo admitted that as a child, he genuinely thought it could happen. "I was too young to know it was all part of the show. In my head, I really believed my dad would make me stand in the corner and hit me with a stink face if I didn't behave." While Solo was usually the one teased the most, being the youngest, he revealed that the Usos were also victims of their dad's playful threats. "Jimmy and Jay would pick on me sometimes, like all big brothers do. But if they pushed too far, Dad would step in. He'd tell them, "You want me to put you in the corner and give you the stink face? Don't make me do it." They'd straighten up right away. I think we were all traumatized just enough to behave when we needed to. It became almost a family inside joke, one that bonded them together. To this day, Solo says the stink face is brought up during family gatherings. At barbecues, we'll still joke about it. My dad will walk by and somebody will say, "Careful, he's gonna give you the stink face." It never gets old. Behind the humor, Solo admits there was an important lesson. My dad wasn't a strict, military-style parent. But he had a way of keeping us in line with laughter. That's what the stink face was about. It wasn't about scaring us, it was about teaching us discipline without ever laying a hand on us. He found a way to use his wrestling persona to remind us that actions have consequences, but in a fun, family way. The younger Sikoa reflected that growing up in a family full of wrestlers meant that lines between entertainment and real life often blurred. It's weird to say, but wrestling wasn't just on TV for us. It was at the dinner table, in the backyard, and in how we learned life lessons. The stink face might sound crazy as a parenting tool, but for us, it worked. Looking back, Solo believes those experiences shaped the kind of performer and person he is today. I learned early on not to take myself too seriously. My dad taught me that even in the toughest moments, you can find humor. And that's something I bring into wrestling now. I might play this quiet, dangerous enforcer on TV, but deep down, I'll always remember being the kid who ran away from the stink face. He also credits Rikishi's unique parenting style for instilling discipline in all three brothers. The reason me, Jimmy, and Jay made it in wrestling isn't just because of talent. It's because Dad made us understand respect, hard work, and family. Sure, he joked with us about the stink face, but he also showed us the importance of staying true to who you are and not cutting corners. When Rikishi was asked about Solo's comments, he laughed heartily. "Hey, that's what dads do. We gotta keep our kids in line." I had a secret weapon that no other dad had, the stink face. It wasn't about punishment, it was about keeping things light but still making sure my boys respected the rules. And look where they are now. If the stink face helped shape them into champions, then I did my job. As Solo continues to rise in WWE, his reflections on childhood paint a powerful picture of the Anoa'i family legacy. Fans often see the intensity, the rivalries, and the drama of the bloodline on TV. But behind the scenes, there's a family that laughed, teased, and used humor to guide the next generation. Solo summed it up best: the stink face was supposed to humiliate opponents in the ring. For us, it became a reminder of who we were as a family. We didn't need belts or titles to know we were special. We just needed Dad walking in the room and saying, "Do I need to give you the stink face?" That was enough to remind us of everything we stood for. And so, the legend of Rikishi's stink face lives on, not just in WWE history, but in the personal childhood memories of Solo Sikoa, who can now laugh about the move that once terrified him.